Hey, it's Eric here at Peachtree Classic Cars with a 1954 Chevrolet 3100 short bed truck. She's got a 350 V8 automatic transmission, power steering. Take her for a quick spin. Now, this truck has not been clipped. You can hear the transmission shift's nice. Does not have a clip, so this is the original uncut frame, which a lot of guys are, really looking for. That being said, it does have power steering, but it still it takes a little bit of intentionality to steer it. It's not like a brand new truck, so I just kind of like to show my finger there that I'm steering just a hair. Way better than original, but a hair of play in the steering wheel, just as usual for these old trucks. Nice to have power steering in a tight spot. Not exactly sure why the steering wheel was installed upside down. And I'm noticing that, I don't know if you're hearing that pounding sound. That seems like that probably just needs a little bit of grease, or maybe the carpet to be cut. Not sure there what's going on. Nice sounding exhaust. A little bit cold out here this morning. It is on an electric fan, and I'm gonna shut that fan off so you can actually just hear the engine. Shut the engine off. And the nice thing is too, so that fan is on a switch here, but when you cut, they do have it on the key, which I really appreciate. Some guys put those switches on and then you forget about them when you're driving, and I hate that. So I like it when the switch is on the key. Nice engine detail under the hood, really clean. This truck is extremely minimal rust. We'll go looking for it in a minute underneath. I can't remember anything that's sticking out in my mind as being any rusty spot on the truck, but maybe we'll find a spot. What I do remember is the original floor pan's looking so good. But take a look at this truck under the hood. Nice, clean, rust-free. Hood opens and closes easily. And I'm trying to figure out what color this truck is. It looks like it was painted a red and then sat in the sun and kind of faded. It's kind of a faded red. And as sometimes these hoods do, I always try to encourage the hood to sit back like that. Good looking truck, still on the 6-bolt. Like I said, this is an uncut, it's not been clipped, so it drives better than an original, but still pretty old school. And basically the upgrades are the V8 and automatic. So good looking wheels and tires. They're older tires. They've got good tread on them, but they're older. They've sat up, so I haven't felt they feel like they're nice and round riding down the road. They don't wobble or anything. So body on this truck is actually pretty straight. And when I get right up on it, there's a few little spots. There's some little old checks right there. Hood is in awesome condition. Grill looks great, nice and straight. And really, this truck is a great looking driver as is. Coming around, front fender on this side, nice and straight as well. Top has got a couple of little paint pops. There's one there, a little one there, little skim coat. This is an old paint job. Consistent though from bumper to bumper. Rear glass is in great shape. Side glass pieces are in good shape. You can see that the weather stripping is older, the felt's on the inside. But bottoms of these doors, awesome. all the way down. No rust at all. Got the little vent holes in there. You can see me sticking my finger in. That's it. Cab corners. These are the original cab corners I'm going to show you in a minute when I get underneath the truck. So it's kind of funny because I haven't had this truck for very long. We got it in. It didn't need much to get up for sale. And now that I'm really taking a good look at it with you guys here on the camera, this truck is freaking straight. I mean, it's not perfect, but man, it's nice. Of course, the paint pop right there. Really straight sides of the bed, all the way down. Tailgate is pretty good, not perfect. This is the least perfect spot on the truck, you know. Some spots here where it's been ground on. And still pretty good. It's got a steel plate that was installed in the bed a long time ago. Nice and solid. I don't see any rust back here. Sides of the bed are in great shape. Same thing here. Sides of the bed, fenders nice and smooth. Man, this is honestly, the more I'm looking at this, and I mean, I looked at it good when we picked it up, but it's just been been a week, and you know how it is. We got a bunch of vehicles in the shop, so I'm just saying this in real time with you on this video. The more I look at this truck, the more that I'm impressed with it. Be a great candidate, honestly, for a better restoration if you wanted to. And obviously it's nice enough to drive just like it is. If it was my truck, I might actually just scuff it down and kind of go a little bit more like farm truck with it, but everybody likes something different. Step ups are nice and solid. Inside, somebody did some custom style panels years ago. They look good. They're not my thing. I'd probably take them off and put original panels back on. Seat cover is nice. No rips or tears. Dash is in great shape. It's got brand new Dolphin gauges. The speedometer is not hooked up. The other gauges are hooked up, and I believe they are working. It's got a stereo. I felt like I thought I had heard it, but I was trying to turn it on a minute ago and I can't. It's because it's got a USB port and an auxiliary for your iPhone. Let me turn that fan off and see really quick. I don't know if I thought when I bought it that I had heard it running. May just be a fuse, or worst case scenarios, you go to Walmart and buy another one. Not very expensive, but the nice thing I do appreciate is the fact that they didn't cut the dash up a bunch, especially where the original speaker is. Obviously they cut that a little bit down there, but carpet's in good shape. Older carpet. Headliner sagging just a hair, but in good shape. I do like having a radio when I drive. So let's take a look up underneath the truck real quick. I want to just show you. This is what I was just equally as impressed with down here. Step ups are in awesome condition, and this is all original steel. These floor pans are unbelievable, and these are some of the best cab corners I've seen. This is original. You can see no cuts, no welds, no patches. Check these floor pans out. I mean, this thing looks amazing. This is a solid truck. Inside the fender wells, one little spot there looks like there might be a little bit of Bondo or filler. Other than that, really solid all the way around. Same on this side, just like the other. Step up looks awesome. All the way down. I mean, the frame, zero rust. Cab corner, just like I said on the other one. Try to let the camera adjust. Sorry, it's getting blurry because I'm moving around fast. There we go. Floor pans. Even the battery box, I mean, it's got a little bit of rust there on this edge, but other than that, the battery box is in good shape. All the steel supports on the sides. So I'm really impressed with the underneath of this truck all the way. Like I said, bottoms of the doors are rust free. And I just to be double checking, I want to double check the inside of the bottom of the door. See? Okay, got a little spot of rust there. Just want to be as honest as I possibly can. Little spot here. Looks like there's some filler. So outside of the bottoms of the doors look awesome. Show underneath the front, and then this other fender I haven't done yet. I do want to mention the power steering. A couple of little snafus with it. Nothing major, nothing keeping you from driving it at all. But let's check the bottom of this door. Okay, yeah, so there was some rust here on the inside of the door. Right along here, you can see, especially right here. There's a couple of spots. So, well, there we go. We found a little rust on the truck because hinge pockets are awesome. Oh, power steering. So seems like one of the arms may be a little longer than the other, or the way it's adjusted, so it may steer just a hair more to the left than to the right. And then I adjusted the idle this morning and it seems to be okay, but when I first picked up the truck, I think the idle was just a little low, and it was kind of doing, you know, without touching the gas at all, just an idle. If you were trying to turn, it kind of was doing this, and as soon as you barely even touch the gas, got the RPM up just a hair, boom, power steering works perfect. So I think I actually may have remedied that, but I just wanted to be honest, you know, about the possibility of you know, just having a couple of little minor power steering issues. But truck drives great. In fact, it was driven back to the shop about an hour and a half, and runs really good. It does have, I believe, the original rear end in it, so this is not a speed demon truck. You know, about 65 miles an hour is what I would expect to be comfortable in it without, you know, revving the engine up like crazy. But man, what a great truck.